All right, so this is how online fitness coaches are packaging up their expertise and turning it into $2,000 to $5,000 high ticket offers. And then what it is they're actually doing to attract the right clients to it without needing thousands of followers on social media or any sort of cold DMing. So this training is for you if right now you're feeling burnout. You're burnout because you're dealing with a lot of low quality leads, low quality clients. The people that are actually coming to you, they're not very compliant. They don't want to check in. They're just not good quality clients and leads to be working with. If you're feeling tired of not having enough ideal clients showing interest in what you're selling, nobody's actually reaching out to you. Nobody is wanting to engage with you and be like, hey, I'm seeing your stuff. It's interesting. It's clicking. Like, what is it that you actually do? If you're frustrated by just blending in and you feel like, hey, nobody sees me as that expert. Nobody actually, the content I'm posting, it just sound like all the other fitness coaches out there. I'm not actually standing out. And you're ultimately starting to question, is this whole online fitness coaching thing even worth it? Can I actually grow to $10, $20, $30,000 months? Can I create consistent, predictable revenue and income? Then this training is literally going to be for you. What I want to do over the next few moments is just break down for you how fitness experts, just like yourself, people that are really, really world-class and good at what it is they do, how they're standing out, how they're actually monetizing their expertise, they're getting paid what it is they're worth, and creating the systems to have predictable lead flow, predictable clients, so that again, revenue is not up and down, it's not feast or famine, but that things are just consistent, they're simple, and again, just predictable. So before we actually dive into this, if your social feed looks anything like mine, you're probably seeing all kinds of videos like this. And so what I want to do is just start out literally just showing you some results of clients that I've worked with and the results they've actually gotten with me. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Tel. I'm the owner of Content and Clients, and I was actually a fitness coach all the way back in 2016. So I dropped out of college, I became an online fitness coach, and my journey started very similar to most coaches. When I first got started, I was just that fitness coach that helps a little bit of anybody and everybody. I had people that were doing Spartan races. I had people on fat loss journeys. I had a couple of strength lifters and power lifters. I had this older gentleman. He was like 65, 66 years old. Like he needed this whole specialized program himself. And so the thing that I realized very early on was that I had all these different people doing all these different things, and I was just spread out way too thin. And so I really realized early on that I needed to specialize. I needed to really dig into being seen as an expert and really simplifying my entire business. And so that's what I did over the next few years. And by 2019, I was working with primarily strength athletes, people that were interested in powerlifting and the big three. And I had clients literally from all over the world, which is super cool, right? Just like the power of online. I had thousands of followers over on Twitter. And I decided that I was actually going to follow the dream that most coaches have, which I was going to open a gym. So I did just that, right? In 2019, August of 2019, I started a small powerlifting gym in Dayton, Ohio. So it's actually where I met my wife. We did some clothing launches. It's actually a shirt that we used to launch. And so things were rolling, right? Now I give you all that context to say that it wasn't until 2021, after I'd already been a fitness coach and a gym owner for the last 5-6 years, that I even began helping other business owners. And actually, I never really even set out to do it. It kind of happened by chance. A few coaches reached out to me and said, hey, can you help me grow my business? And so I say all that to give you a little bit of context. Since then, it's now the end of 2024, it's December going into 2025. I've helped over 154 fitness coaches in a one-to-one setting and have been a part of more than 9 million in online fitness coaching sales. And so here's just a few success stories. I just want to zoom in here if I can and just show you a few coaches that I've actually worked with. So right here, we have Coach Steve. Steve here is talking about, hey, 3 clients signing back up, landed a few clients. I just crossed a 15K month, best month to date. Now, what's really cool about this is when Steve came to me, he'd actually never had a single online client. He didn't have any sort of online business. And so we literally started out at ground zero. We were able to put together a fitness nutrition academy. He works primarily with hybrid athletes, CrossFit athletes as well, and helps them with their nutrition, with their performance, helps them to really just to perform well, to look good naked, to look like they actually train, right? So super cool story there. Then we have Coach Amber. All right, let me drag this over here. Just right on the 5th client of the month. That makes April my first 10K month ever. So that was super exciting. That was actually the 2nd month of working together. And so Amber is a super legit powerlifter. We were able to put together a Fierce and Fitness strength training program specifically for females. Again, very high quality coach, very, very good at what it is she does. And so we were able to package up a really cool expertise program there. Down here on the right, we have Coach Ian. Let me drag this out of the way again. Right here, 14K with 11 days off, 6 new clients, a couple re-signed. I took a couple people in person. And so the cool thing about Ian is he actually has been a fitness coach for over a decade at this point. And we were able to put together a faith and fitness program for him. That was his expertise that he leaned into. Ian is actually a pastor. And so he actually went on to hit much bigger months than 14K months. But I thought this was a really cool screenshot. 14K, 11 days off. It just shows you the power of when you can actually get things aligned, when you can get things dialed in, and you are truly seen as an expert. And then over here, we have Coach Jeremy. Jeremy actually holds 4, maybe 5 world records in powerlifting. A super legit coach. Again, like I said, these are people who are experts. These are people who are world-class at what it is they do. Talking about here, landing over 32 clients. Again, for him, we were able to put together the power train method, and he was able to position himself as that expert, demand the prices that he wanted, and ultimately create consistency and predictability within his business. So that's just a few client stories. I'm actually going to show you more as I go throughout this training as well. But I did just want to kind of start this all off by showing you a few cool case studies. So the common factor between all of these coaches, as I'm kind of storytelling here, I'm sure that you're picking up on, these are great coaches. They're phenomenal coaches. They're very dedicated, very serious about their craft. But the thing they all had in common is they just felt like something was missing, right? They're able to get people results, but they just weren't currently experiencing success, or at least the success levels they wanted inside of their business. They were tired of trying a bunch of different things, hopping from tactic to tactic, strategy to strategy. There's so much noise out there. And so every single one of them, that was the thing. They were just like, hey, something's missing. Can you help me just bring this together and put things in place? So every single one of them, I just want to say, they started out by watching a piece of content just like this. And so I just want to say that, if you're feeling burnout right now, if you're really struggling inside of your business, it's probably not your fault. You probably can relate to similarities between their stories. You probably either tried just doing it on your own, or maybe you joined one of those, big group programs where you don't actually get any personalized help that you and your business need. Or maybe you actually have joined a program that was good, but it just kind of had one piece of the puzzle and not just the whole thing. And that's really the piece that has been keeping you from succeeding in the way that you would like. So if that's you, I just literally, again, I'm going to break down for you in this training. I'm going to show you how we're actually packaging up expertise, what these offers look like, the systems, the ways that we're getting leads. I want to break all that stuff down for you. The main problems that I want to help you with inside of this training, if you're watching this, it's very likely that, you want to get clients, right? You want to get clients into your program, but you just can't get enough good leads right now. It's like the leads you're getting, they're just not good quality, or you're just not getting enough, from a volume standpoint. And you just can't figure out how to get high ticket clients consistently. It's so common, for so many coaches, and I've totally been there in the past, where it's very feast or famine. It's like, hey, 1 month you get 3, 4, 5 clients, things are great, you're on a roll, you're at a high, and then the next month it's just like nothing. It's just crickets. Maybe you get a client or two, but sometimes you literally just get 0. And so it's a very roller coaster effect. Things are up, things are down. It's feast, it's famine. You might sound like every other fitness coach in the market, and you just don't feel like, hey, I just don't stand out. I'm posting fitness content, I'm putting out my best stuff, I'm putting out good content, but I just feel like I blend in. I just feel like I'm just shouting into the void, and I'm just not getting that kind of social media traction that I know I should be. Your program likely isn't attracting good quality clients. Hardly anybody's actually reaching out to you and saying things like, hey, I've been following your content, I've been seeing what it is you're doing, give me more information, how is it that you can help me? Can you even help me, right? Maybe you don't know how to post in a way that actually pulls in ideal clients, it captures their attention. You don't know how to create content that converts into consistent leads, consistent sales calls, consistent clients. You don't, again, know how to get those leads, calls, and clients every single week. And ultimately, you just don't have a consistent and predictable system to generate revenue each and every single month. And it's likely all caused because you just have bad KPIs, or maybe you don't even know what KPIs are right now. That would be the reason why your business isn't growing the way that you would like to. But that's totally okay, because I want to help you with this stuff inside this training. Now, for context, to really frame up this entire training, we have to talk about the old way versus the new way, right? Back when I got started, I say it all the time to my clients. It's like what I was doing in 2016 is not what I was doing in 2019. It's not what I was doing in 2021. It's not even what I was doing last year in 2023. And it's not what I'm going to be doing in 2025. That's just the way things work. Things evolve. The way things used to be no longer work. Tactics come, strategies come, tactics go, strategies go. And so things have really shifted over the last several years, especially in a post-COVID online fitness world. Now, going back to COVID, and really I'm going to explain to you kind of what happened during COVID, because that was really the pivotal moment for so much of this. But the old way of doing things was just really basic fitness coaching. And so this is just the classic, hey, it's a 12-week program with macros and 24/7 check-ins, and maybe there's some recipe books and some grocery guides. But the old way is really just that basic fitness coaching that was anywhere from $750 to $1,500. Again, it was just very basic. You're just being a generic fitness coach. There's no specialization. I'm going to break down what specialization and how to actually stand out as an expert, but it's just being a general fitness coach. And again, it's lower ticket, it's cheap coaching, which means it's actually one of the big issues with it is you get cheap, low quality clients as well. So many people, they just sound like everyone else. There's so much fitness coaching content that's being put out every single day. So right now, one of the biggest struggles is that coaches are just blending in. They don't actually stand out. You're trying to create, to actually grow your business in this old model. It was all about creating viral content. Create viral content, get more followers, and then ultimately what we're going to do is we're going to engage with these people. We're going to engage with our followers, And those are going to become the clients, which sounds great, sounds good, and it used to work. That was the old way of doing things. But what's happening now is it's just the same few people that we're seeing over and over and over again. And what ends up happening, it's like, yeah, maybe they're engaging with you, and maybe they even, raise their hand to get a hold of those free resources you put out. But it's the same Susie, Joe, John that you've talked to 7, 8, 10, 12, 15 times. They've taken all your resources. Again, maybe they even like and comment on your post, but they're just not interested. They never actually want to move forward. They never want to take this stuff seriously. And so again, it's creating these feast or famine kind of months. Now the new way, and the way things have really shifted, and I'm going to explain to you why they've shifted and what really happened over the last 12 to 18 months, is the coaches that are winning right now have extremely high ticket offers that are in the $2,000 to $5,000 range, sometimes even more. I've had coaches that have literally sold $10,000 fitness packages. And the way you do this is by becoming the specialized expert. And that's what I'm really going to spend some time giving you frameworks and walking you through and showing you examples here today, is how to become that specialized expert. How do we actually take the thing that you're world class at, the thing that you're super passionate about, the thing that you're super good at, and package that up in a way where people see the value in it and they're actually interested in joining. And so what this allows you to do is it allows you to stand out as an industry expert, as a leader. People begin to follow you. They begin to listen to podcasts that you're on. You begin to get asked to get on podcasts. Maybe people even invite you into their program to be a guest speaker. Like, that is the ultimate goal. That is what coaches who are winning right now are experiencing. They're seen as an expert. They're seen as a leader. And the way we start to do this is we no longer just count on, creating viral content like we did in the past. It's actually leveraging hybrid inbound marketing. I'm going to explain to you what that is and show you the whole frameworks and just like literally how it works. But ultimately, right now, coaches who are winning, they're landing 1 to 2 dream clients every single week in a way that is simple, that's predictable, that's consistent, because that's ultimately what it is you want to achieve in business. Again, if you want to pay your bills, provide for your family, create stability, and ultimately, have a business that's thriving and growing. So the good news is this: you're in the right place if you can relate to any of that stuff, because what I want to do is I just want to literally, again, break down for you what you actually need to do to fix these problems and to start attracting high-ticket, high-quality clients, people that you would actually love to work with. And then I'm going to show you our system. I'm going to show you all the flow charts and everything for how we actually create consistent sales so that you can hit those 10, 20, 30K months and beyond inside your business. So you can do all this by installing the content and clients model into your business. And here's really how that works. So there are 3 key pillars and 3 key things that you need to get in place to really excel and experience success and momentum in your online fitness coaching business in 2025. The first thing that we're really going to talk about today is you need a legacy offer. And so what a legacy offer is this is you packaging up your expertise. Again, I broke down for you some coaches, and each of them had their own unique experience and passions and expertise within the fitness realm. And that's really what the legacy offer is all about. It's about taking the thing that you are an expert in, taking the thing that you are actually passionate about, and positioning yourself as the specialist inside of that area of expertise, inside of that niche. It's creating your own unique method. I'm going to show you different methods. I'm going to show you my method from back when I was a fitness coach and give you some different examples. But this is how you create a unique method. You actually stand out and you're able to demand these high ticket prices that you deserve to actually get paid. The second piece then is the respected leader. So now that we've packaged up the offer and we understand how it is we're an expert, what makes us unique, what makes us different, the respected leader is about taking that and transforming it into our content. It's about standing out in a noisy online market as that industry leader, having the right content plan, the right message, the right personal brand, and actually showing up in a powerful way online. It's what allows you to become sought out and sought after as that go-to authority figure versus having to do all kinds of cold DMs or desperately chasing people down, right? That's ultimately what it is you want. You want to be seen as the expert so that people are coming to you wanting to join your program. And once we have these things in place, then it's just about a social funnel, right? Social funnel you just literally need to have a system. I'm going to show you my system. It's super, super simple. It's wildly effective. It's the most effective lead generation machine that I know of that I've seen here inside 24 going into 2025 for generating new leads every single day, introducing people to your method, and showing them the problems that you can solve so that you can then turn them into these high ticket, high quality clients. So that's the 3 key pillars. This is the things that you need. You need this offer, you need to be seen as a respected leader, and you need a funnel and a lead generation system to be getting these high quality leads and clients every single day. Now, to explain to you kind of why this is important and how this all came about and the shift that really has happened over the last couple of years, back in 2016, one of the biggest objections that I used to get to people joining my program was this whole online business thing. It was like, dude, what is this? It wasn't normal. I think we forget about that so often. When 2021 came and COVID hit, actually it was back in 2020, right? But when that hit, the whole world transitioned to online. But before that, people were very skeptical about online services, about joining online programs. So what we saw happen over the last couple of years is the number of coaches skyrocketed. And so what's happening is number of coaches over time is just continuing to go up. And so what this means is that it is more competitive, it is more saturated than it's ever been before. This is not a big deal though. This is not a problem, all right? What it means is that there's lots of opportunity, there's lots of clients out there to be landed, but also it does mean that it is a lot more noisy and that we really have to begin thinking about, cool, if there's millions and millions of other people posting online every single day, I have to step up my game. Like what is it that I need to do to actually position myself as an expert to break through this noisy online marketplace, this noisy content creation field? How do I actually break through and stand out? Because there's more fitness coaches, there's more content, there's more online noise than it's ever been before. And the reality is what's actually happening right now is it is an 80-20. Things this year in 2024, we're at the end of it going into 2025, I'm sure you've experienced it. Things shifted this year in a way that I've not seen in many, many, many years. And the reality of what is actually happening right now is there's 20% of the specialized coaches, these really high ticket, well-positioned coaches that have these well-oiled machines and really good businesses. They are working with 80% of the serious clients. And 80% of these generalized coaches, these people that are still plugged into this old way of being the general fitness coach who's just selling, a 12-week workout with macros and 24/7 check-ins, 80% of these very generalized cheap coaches are all fighting over 20% of the lowest quality clients. And so that's why things are feeling so hard and so difficult for many people right now. And the good news is, if you just position yourself as the specialized expert, you immediately can jump into this 20% category and you start to realize that there is so much opportunity. There's so many leads. There's so many clients to be landed right now. But it comes down to packaging up your expertise, specializing, and actually positioning yourself as a respected leader. So let's talk about how do we actually become this specialist. So this is kind of this is a drawing that I drew out for a client the other day on a whiteboard. And I know it's not the best drawing ever, but this portrays a really, really important lesson to pass on to you. So when I first got started in business, everybody would say, it's like, oh man, what am I supposed to be doing? How do I get leads? How do I get clients? And, I listened to a lot of Gary Vee back then. Again, this is back in 2016. And it was all just like, dude, just provide value. It's like, but what's value? It's such an abstract and such a vague thing, but you hear it all the time. So I thought about it for a long time and I figured it out. All right. So value in its current form as a fitness coach, as it applies to you and your business, is anytime that you solve problems or pain points for your ideal client. All right. So let me break this down for you. Right now, your ideal client is in current situation. And your ideal client, they are not in the kind of shape they want to be. They're not as disciplined as they want to be. They're not as dialed in as they want to be. They're experiencing health and fitness issues. They're out of shape. They're out of momentum. But every night when they go to bed or every morning when they wake up and they look at themselves in the mirror, we all have this movie Hollywood version of ourselves that's always playing. We always visualize, who it is we want to actually be. This desired situation that we would rather be in, where we're in shape and we're in momentum and we're crushing it and we're disciplined and we're just killing it. So your ideal client, when they wake up, again, they're out of shape, out of momentum. They're not seeing the kind of progress they want to be, but they have this dream and this vision of being in shape, in momentum, crushing it. And so the thing that's standing in between their current situation, their desired situation, is lots of pain points, lots of problems, lack of clarity, lack of knowing what to do, lack of knowing how to do it, lack of accountability, of support, of discipline. And so anytime we can solve these problems for them and we can help people go from where it is they are to where it is they want to be, we can take them from out of shape to in shape, from out of momentum into momentum. Anytime we can help them make that journey from current situation to desired situation, we have provided value. And so when we provide value to people, people give us money. It seems like such a simple concept, but it's very, very important. We have to understand fundamentally what it means, like how it is to actually make money as an online fitness coach. And so when it comes to becoming a specialist, we really have to understand exactly who our ideal client is, what it is they struggle with, and we need to show them that we understand who it is they are, what it is they want, and that we can actually help them make that journey. So in other words, when we have our dream ideal client, when they land on our social media, for instance, or when they actually hear about our program, it needs to absolutely light up. It needs to be like a radio frequency, right? So when you're dialed into a radio frequency, you dial it in and you hear the music, but you don't hear all the other radio stations, right? So to your ideal client, it should be like this radio station where the frequency is just off the chart. They're just seeing the content and they're going, dude, this coach gets me. They understand me. And to everybody else, it's just like it just goes dead. So in other words, it's like to your ideal client, your social media page should just light up their brain. Their brain waves should be off the chart. But to everybody else, it should literally just be boring. And this is a big, big piece. This is why we don't need thousands and thousands of followers. It's not about getting all the followers and all the likes. Again, not that those things are bad. It's about getting the right followers and the right likes. Because more than likely for you and your business right now, you're just looking probably, as you're watching this, you would probably be happy with your next 20, 30, 50, or 100 clients. Like, you're not out here, more than likely, if you're watching this, you're not out here being like, how do I get my next 5,000 clients? You're just like, dude, if I could even just get my next 10 clients, that would be awesome. So we don't need to be liked by everybody. We just need to be loved by the ideal client, by this small group of people. And so this is the power of becoming the specialist. We're not trying to get thousands of likes. We're just trying to get the right likes. We're not trying to get thousands of followers. We're just trying to get the right followers. And so the way we do this is we have the 4 P's equation. And I'm going to give you some examples of this at play inside of businesses that I actively work with. So the 4 P's equation is person, problem, promise, and process. If you want to be seen as an expert, if you actually want to stand out online, you have to know what your 4 P's for you and your business are. You have to understand who is the person I help, what are the problems I solve, what is the promise that I make to them inside my offer, and what is the process to which I actually deliver on that promise and I solve those problems and I help that person. Now, it's more than likely, most coaches I work with, they have been in business for a while. They've gone through things of like figuring out, worksheets where they talk about, who is it that I help and what's some of their problems and things they struggle with. Many coaches, though, the things that they're actually missing is they're missing promises. They're missing, a lot of them don't have any sort of process. And so I want to show you some examples of this, because having these 4 things, this is what allows us, again, to be seen as that expert and to charge these high ticket prices. So I want to give you an example. This is actually my wife and the fitness business that she has. So the person that she helps, she's an online fitness coach. She has an online fitness coaching business. The person that she helps is women in their 20s and 30s who are looking for a holistic and sustainable approach to weight loss and fitness lifestyle. Now, the problems that she solves is these women are frustrated, having gained weight, lost confidence, and tried everything without any sort of long-term success, right? They've tried lots of different diets, lots of different routines, but it's just never stuck. Now, the promise that we actually make inside of her offer is lose up to 24 pounds in 16 weeks using a realistic approach that integrates effortlessly into their busy life. The process that we've created for her, this is her unique specialty, this is her methodology, is the HER method. All right. And so the HER method is, again, how she actually delivers on all this. She has her own philosophy. She has her own method. She has her own specialty. And I will tell you that people reach out to her all the time and are saying things like, dude, your content speaks to me. Anytime that we go out in public and we run into people that she knows, they're talking to her about the content she's putting out. Dude, I'm seeing your stuff all the time. It's so good. It's clicking with me. And it's because she's super clear on the 4 P's equation. She's super clear on exactly what it is she's doing. Now, when I was a fitness coach, this was my actual specialty and my method. So the person I worked with were ambitious guys in their 20s and 30s who were looking to build strength, get jacked, and crush in life. So I really had it was a fitness offer, but there was a big component of just like self-improvement in it. So the problem was, it was guys that were tired of not seeing progress both inside and outside of the gym. When it came to fitness and life, when it came to reaching their goals, to making money, to building businesses, these are the problems that I helped them solve. Now, the promise that I had was, hey, we're going to add a minimum of 100 pounds to your squat, bench, and deadlift in 16 weeks. In the process, my unique specialty and my method was the power performance method, right? And so I want to break down for you why these are so powerful. The best and biggest fitness businesses in the world. Again, many people, they spend all this time obsessing over the person and the problem, and not very many people even have a promise, which is like a big reason why they're not even getting sales. But they do, maybe they do kind of have a little bit of one. Not many people actually have a process, right? When I was talking about these stories up here, it's like, Steve has his nutrition academy. Amber has Fierce in Fitness. Ian has Faith in Fitness. Jeremy has the Power Train method. And when we actually focus in on these, so many coaches, they just don't have a process. They don't have a method. They don't have a unique specialty. And so again, that's why they're just these generic coaches. They're just showing up, just like, yeah, it's like, it's this 12-week program and it's awesome. And there's going to be some macros and it's going to be great. It's going to be good. I'm going to check in and you're going to be able to text me and stuff. And you should just want to join. It's going to be awesome. People want to hire experts. They want to hire someone who is clearly when people join up to my programs, especially nowadays, they say things to me like, dude, the thing that attracts me to you, the thing that I really like about what it is you do, it's very clear that you have thought out and you have a process and you have a method and a way of doing things. And that's why they actually join up to my program, right? It's not because I'm just like, oh, just join up and it's gonna be good. And we're just like, we're gonna do some business stuff and, we're gonna get some clients. It's gonna be cool. I have the content and clients model and I have everything step by step organized and thought out and methodical, right? And that's what so many coaches are just missing inside of their business. When we look at guys like Louis Simmons, right? He has the West Side Conjugate Method, or the system. And I have all of his books down here on my bookshelf, right? He literally wrote textbooks. When you look at Wim Hof, he has the Wim Hof Method. Mark Ripito has starting strength. Liver King, love him or hate him, he has the ancestral tenets, right? Charles Poliquin has Poliquin Principles. Knees Over Toes has the ATF system. Orange Theory Fitness has the Orange Zone. F45 Fitness has Functional 45. Strong Lifts has the Strong Lifts 5x5. Even Greg Glassman has CrossFit, right? The biggest and best coaches and the biggest, most vibrant brands that actually stand out and are unique and are seen as industry leaders, are seen as experts, they all have their own unique specialty and their own unique method. And yet so many coaches, this is the piece that they're missing. And then that's why they're just seen as this generalized coach. They're just seen as, they're kind of just disrespected. Their expertise is not actually seen as expertise. And they're just seen again as this very generalized, fitness bro, fitness girl who just has some workouts, and sure, there's some macros, maybe there's a cookbook, but there's nothing about them that's unique and stands out. So your signature method, it allows you to stand out in a noisy online world as unique and different. It allows you to build a reputation and actually build a well-known brand within the industry as a true leader. It's very clear that, hey, you have this thing and you know what you're doing and you have your shit together. It allows you to charge these high ticket prices because you have problems that you're solving that are highly specialized. You have created complete solutions and systems and frameworks to actually solve the problems. It allows you to just build the complete solution to a single problem, which means that people are coming to you that are all very similar. They're all trying to solve the same problems. They're all going to need very similar kind of workouts and programs and trainings and structures and frameworks, which allows you to create an efficient and effective client delivery system, right? It allows you to be more controllable with the controllables. Again, back when I was a fitness coach when I first got started in 2016, that was the big thing that I ran into, is I was just helping anybody and everybody. And so everybody needed different programs, everybody needed different specialized help, and it was chaotic, it was all over. And that's the piece that really ends up bottlenecking so many fitness coaches once they get 10 or 15 clients, because again, they're just like all over. So having a specialty, having a signature method, packaging this thing up, charging $2,000 to $5,000 for it, being legitimate, again, taking this expertise and actually showing up as a leader who has a method, who has thought this stuff out, is step number one to really crushing in the online space. And it's literally creating an 80-20 in the market right now. The coaches who have this stuff, they are getting all the clients. And the coaches who don't have this are just seen as these generalists, and nobody wants to work with the generalist low-quality client, or the low-quality coach, rather. And the unfortunate thing is that there's lots of coaches that actually aren't low-quality coaches. They're just getting grouped in with those people because they sound just like them. So once you have this stuff in place, then we just need a social funnel. So basically, we need a daily lead engine. Every single day, we need to be getting brand new leads. So much of the noise out there in the market is like, oh, it's like just do organic, or there's other sites like, oh, just do paid. We actually do a hybrid. So we do both organic and paid. You can literally start paid advertising with $5 to $10 a day. So many times back when I was beginning in business, I thought paid was this thing you had to spend thousands and thousands of dollars a month on. It's just not true. It's easier than ever nowadays. Facebook and Instagram made it so simple to get into the paid game. But we need a daily lead engine. We need 10 to 30 new leads every single day coming into our world. We have a free training strategy, which leads to email opt-ins, appointment setting, lead nurture, convos, booking in calls, conversion events, content cadence, mini VSL, all this stuff. This can be so simple. Fact is, 80% of this is already done and templatized inside of my program. And so when coaches come in, it's like, this stuff I pretty much already have done for them. I just say, hey, take this, download this template, copy and paste this into your business, take this script. We make a few tweaks to make it personalized to them and their business. But this is how it is that we're actually getting clients. And again, the goal is to be getting 1 to 2 clients every single day. Is to be getting 10 to 30 brand new leads every single day. Or perfect fit clients, 1 to 2 a week rather, right? So 10 to 30 leads every single day, 1 to 2 new clients every single week. That's really kind of the goal of what we're shooting for. You can scale much further beyond that. We just literally just lean in. We just spend a little bit more on ads. You can get it up to even more clients per week if you would like. But this is how we're getting 1 to 2 clients a week in online fitness coaching businesses right now. So the important thing when it comes to I want to zoom in here as I'm wrapping this up. When it comes to actually growing your business, I think one of the biggest reasons why people struggle to grow their business, is they've never actually ran the numbers. They never actually looked at a revenue calculator and figured out, like, what is it that I would actually need to do to grow my business? And so I want to break down for you a few numbers, how to make either $97,000 or $256,000 in a single year. So if you have a $1,500, again, it's kind of like the old method, but let's say you have like a $1,500 12-week program and you were to sign 2 clients every single month. So just 2 new clients. You have 30 days to go out and find 2 clients. That would be 24 people that sign up in a single year. Now, 24 people at $1,500, that equals $36,000 on the front end and front end sales. Now, the thing that most people struggle with, the thing they don't think about, is people sign back up to coaching programs when you have these things structured properly. And so it's not uncommon for us to see 70, 80, 90% of clients sign back up within fitness coaching programs when they're structured in the way that we do them. And so you have to take retention into account for this. If 70% of people stayed with you, that would mean that 17 of those people would re-sign back up for you in your program. And so that would equal, if that was 17 people at $3,600 for a 12-month program, that would equal an extra $61,200. So $3,600 over 12 months, that would be only $300 a month. All right. So 24 people, 2 people a month at $1,500 is $36,000. 70% of people stay. That's 17 people signing back up at $300 a month for 12 months, which is $3,600. That equals another $61,000. That equals $97,200 that you would make over 12 months, that you would make in a year. So many coaches, they take their goals. They go, okay, I want to get I want to get to $100,000. I want to get to 6 figures. That's the big goal that I help most people with, is getting those 10K months and beyond. And they go, cool, well, my program is $1,000, so I need to land 100 clients. And so you have to take retention into account, right? You have to take all the numbers into account. Now, let's say you had a 2K program, but you signed 4 clients a month. That is, in and of itself, would be $96,000 on the front end. If 70% of people stayed, 34 clients would sign back up. And if we bumped our prices up to $400 a month for 12 months, that'd be an extra $4,800, which would be $163,000, meaning $259,200 in a single year would be made. So this is the reason I lay these numbers out. Again, I know there's lots of numbers, and I kind of went over that. So maybe you just need to pause and take a look at this. So many coaches, the reason it's we're probably not here needing to land 5,000 clients to reach your goals, right? Just 48 clients, just 4 clients a month over 2025, 4 clients every single month would make you over $200,000, make you over $250,000, right? $250,000. It's crazy. And so many coaches, though, they've never actually ran these numbers, and they view it as hey, I need to go viral. I need to get thousands of likes. I need to get all these followers. I need to get all these people. And I need to send all these DMs, do all this work, and do all these things. When actually it's really, really simple when you break it down and you look at the numbers. It's not as big as what people think. And so we don't need thousands and thousands of followers. We just need the right followers. We don't need thousands and thousands of likes. We just need the right likes, which is why this entire expertise frame, it's why this becoming the respected leader is so lethal and so effective, because we don't need big followings. We don't need to be sending cold DMs. We just need a few steady, consistent leads and clients every single week joining up to our program and following us on social media, right? And so, let me zoom back out here. I have a bit of a confession to make, all right? You are actually currently inside of the Content Client system, and as you are watching this video right here, you're actually experiencing the exact same process that I help my clients build out to get to these 10 to 30K months. So why are they actually getting these results? Why are they getting to 10 to 30K months and getting the results that you want? Well, it's not because they're any different than you. It's they wake up just like you. They brush their teeth just like you. They put their pants on every single day just like you. It's because they've installed these frameworks. They have the right frameworks installed into their business, and you just don't have them yet. That's literally just the only difference between you and them. And so, like I said, I wanted to show you even some more client results to show you that this is working super well for so many coaches, and has been for the last 4 years of me helping coaches do this. Here's Kala, signed up another client, first official 10K month. Here's Coach Blaine. I made $5,000 today. By the way, this was $5,000 in cash. She actually went on to land 11 clients this month and made a ton of money. This is Coach Vince. All good today, 1 for 1. That'll be 7 signups for the month. Really great coach and gym owner. We have Coach Jared, another gym owner, talking about 11 discovery calls, 7 sales calls, 4 sales, 2 more pending, more calls on the calendar. I've done this for so many coaches. And if you're watching this, it's more than likely that I've helped someone that is in a very similar spot to you, go through the exact same problems to solve all these things for you. And so I want to just end this with a really simple call to action. This is me, and this is my wife, Alli. And I just want to say that if you would like our help, if today going through this, the stuff has resonated with you, and the problems we talked about and the solutions we talked about, and you're an expert and you're just really struggling to stand out online, if you would like our help getting to 10 to 30K months over the next 6 to 12 months, I would invite you, just go find me on Instagram, @TellFisher, DM me the word growth. I would love to talk to you, just figure out, hey, what is it that you actually got going on in your business? Do you actually feel like it is I could help? If not, I have so many resources. I'm well networked in the industry. I can probably point you to another person if I'm just not the best fit for you. But I'd love to chat, love to better understand your situation and what it is you got going on. So again, if you're an online fitness coach and you'd like to grow to 10 to 30K months over the next 6 to 12 months, go find me on Instagram, @TellFisher, DM me growth. I'd love to chat with you. We'll go from there. So with that being said, hopefully you found this valuable, and I'll see you in the next one, and hopefully we'll be chatting here before long.